Hi students, very good morning. Today we are going to deal a new content of this chapter that is called as dipole moment. So this dipole moment is used to find out the percentage of ionic character in covalent compounds. Okay, covalent compound means it is formed by the sharing of electrons. It results in the formation of the covalent bond, right? See, in covalent compound, how much percentage of ionic character is present? You can calculate by using the content called as dipole moment. And you remember students, no ionic compound is 100% ionic and no covalent compound is 100% covalent. Every ionic compound has some amount of covalent character in it and every covalent compound has some amount of ionic character in it. In ionic compounds, you will be finding out the covalent character by using Fason rules. Okay. In covalent compound, the percentage of ionic character can be found out by using the dipole moment, right? So, the major use of the dipole moment is to find out the percentage of ionic character in the covalent compound. So, to find out whether a covalent compound is a polar or non-polar. What is meant by polar as well as non-polar? See, I am taking a molecule like H2. In this molecule, there is a formation of the covalent bond. We are having two hydrogen atoms. These two electrons are equally withdrawn by two hydrogen atoms, so they will not shift their place. They are present at the middle, right? This hydrogen assumes the two electrons of it only. Okay, what it does? It tries to withdraw this one. With the same force, this hydrogen also tries to withdraw these two electrons towards itself, so that electron will not move towards any atom. Okay, because these both are having equal amount of electronegativity because those are same atoms. So there will be no formation of charge on these atoms. Okay, then that type of molecules are called as non-polar. Simply remember, if both are same atoms, then it is non-polar. If two are different atoms, see, you know that fluorine is highly electronegative, means it withdraws the electrons towards itself. So if the electrons are present in between the hydrogen and fluorine, fluorine is having the highest capacity to withdraw towards itself, means it is having highest electronegativity. In entire periodic table itself, fluorine is having highest electronegativity. What happens? It withdraws the electrons towards itself, so that whenever it withdraws the electrons towards itself, means gaining of electrons, so it gets slightly negative charge. Okay, remember students, bond is not broken here. Only these middle electrons are getting shifting towards fluorine. Okay, so that what happens? Fluorine will get negative charge and H will get slightly positive charge. So like this formation of charge, formation of this charge like negative or positive, what happens? This is called as pole. Formation of negative charge it is called as pole, and formation of positive charge also it is called as pole. Formation of charge is called as pole, right? How many poles you have now? You are having two. So it is di means two, pole means charges. How you are getting these dipoles? Due to movement of electrons. Due to movement of electrons you are getting dipole. Okay, and dipole moment, it has been indicated, it's an vector quantity, means it is having a particular direction, it is having magnitude, okay, and as well as along with the magnitude it is having direction. So it is a vector quantity. Direction from which from where to where it is present, from less electronegative atom to the more electronegative atom. And the symbol of dipole moment, in some books it has been indicated with P, a vector line indicated with plus charge at the end. Okay, so already from less to more we are indicating, means less side will be having plus, more side will be having arrow sign. Okay, in some books it is indicated with mu, and the direction at the top it is indicated in this pattern. So mu is equal to q into d. Q is nothing but charge on any one atom and d is nothing but the internuclear distance. Right, so it is indicated with the mu. Mu is nothing but q into d. Okay, q is nothing but the charge whatever that is present on any one atom. You can take any one atom, whatever the charge is present on it, and the d, distance, how much they are separated, means the distance between these two ions. Okay, in that way, by producting or by multiplying the charge into the internuclear distance, you can calculate the dipole moment, that is mu. Okay, see, atom with lone pair, you remember the students, atom with lone pair. So this is atom, you are having a lone pair electrons, then you will be indicating like this. Atom is taken as positive one, means from here to here it is moving in this direction. The direction of movement of the electrons has been indicated in this pattern. Okay, right, there may be electronegativity difference. Okay, molecule can be non-polar. See, here electronegativity difference is present. Here there is no electronegativity difference between these two atoms, so this is non-polar. Here electronegativity difference is present, so it is polar. What he is saying, even though in some molecules there is electronegativity difference, the molecules will be non-polar. See, electronegativity difference is there means it should be polar, right? What he is saying, even though there is presence of difference in electronegativity, there are molecules which are non-polar. In that condition, what we will be taking is, we will be calculating mu net, dipole moment net of the entire molecule will be calculating. So, dipole moment of the entire molecule, that is net dipole moment will be calculated and it is indicated with 0. Okay. So, for example, you take the carbon dioxide, CO2, this is COO. See, among carbon and oxygen, which is highly electronegative, so from carbon to oxygen will be getting arrow like this. Electrons are withdrawn by the oxygen. When you compare among these two, carbon and oxygen, this one will be withdrawn in this pattern. So, with how much force this oxygen is attracting the electrons, with the same force this oxygen is also attracting electron. So, you are having mu1. Let me take this direction, it is mu1, and in this direction it is mu2. So, what happens? These forces are equal and in opposite direction. So, what happens? The net dipole moment will be equal to 0. In this molecule, is there any difference in electronegativity? Yes, electronegativity difference is present between carbon and oxygen. Here also carbon and oxygen electronegativity difference is present. But the net dipole moment, this mu2 will be cancelled with mu1, so that it becomes non-polar. Okay, even though if electronegativity difference is present, if you want it non-polar, it should be equal in magnitude but in opposite direction. Okay. So mu net, if it is equal to 0, then it is called as non-polar. So this is non-polar molecule. Okay, mu net is equal to 0. If mu net is not equal to 0, then it is called as polar molecule. Okay, students, what is dipole moment? Dipole moment is used to find out the percentage of ionic act in the covalent compounds, and it is nothing but it is calculated by using the charge into distance between the two atoms or two nucleus. It is called as dipole moment. Let us take diatomic molecules as well as how many types of molecules are there. We will be taking all those things. Diatomic molecules, if they are homoatomic, homo means the same types of atoms are there. So what happens? It becomes non-polar. Suppose H2, Cl2, Br2, F2, I2. See, the net dipole moment in the homoatomic molecules will be 0 only. Why? These two are same atoms only. If you go for heteroatomic molecules, see like HF, HCl, HBr, Hi. Okay. So all are polar only. But if I ask the question, which one is more? Let me take HF is 1, HCl is 2, HCbr is 3, Hi is 4. Okay. What is dipole moment? It is nothing but dipole moment is equal to charge into distance, right? Which is having more charge here. F, Cl, Br, I. F will be having more because it is smaller in size. It attracts more. More the charge will be present. More effective charge. So, when you compare with respect to charges, it will be 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 will be greater than 2, 2 will be greater than 3, 3 will be greater than 4. When you go with respect to distance, fluorine is smaller in size, chlorine is bigger, bromine is still more bigger, iodine is still more bigger than bromine. Okay, because fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, they belongs to same group. With respect to distance, see, mu is directly proportional to D, mu is directly proportional to charge. Right, distance if we take 4, 3, 2, 1. This one will be having greater compared to third one, compared to second one, and compared to first one. Okay, when there is competition between charge and distance, already I have said we should be taking into consideration of charge. Okay, so automatically answer will be HF is greater than, HCl is greater than, HBr is greater than Hi, because the effect of charge will be more when compared to the distance. Right. This is with respect to heteroatomic molecules, that is diatomic. Next we are going for the polyatomic molecules, means more than 2 atoms are present. If I go condition for triatomic, means 3 atoms are there, AB2 type. AB2 means I am taking example like BeCl2, CO2. See, A is nothing but Be, B2 is nothing but Cl2. Okay, 1 atom Be, 2 atoms Cl2, CO2, C2H2 as well as SO2. These are some examples, right? BeCl2, Ba I am taking, chlorine this side, with how much effect the chlorine is attracting the electrons, with the same effect this chlorine is also attracting the electrons, so the net dipole moment will be equal to 0. Already I have said with respect to CO2, the net dipole moment is 0. This one is highly electronegative when compared to carbon, this oxygen. This oxygen is also more electronegative compared to this carbon. So, equal and opposite forces, the net dipole moment will be 0. This one, carbon is more highly electronegative compared to hydrogen. Here also more electronegative compared to hydrogen. So, in this pattern, these are also in the opposite direction. So, the net dipole moment is 0. SO2, don't go for this. If you draw the structure of SO2, SO2 structure will be like this. Okay. Among these two, dipole moment will be in this pattern. Among these two, dipole moment will be in this pattern. Among S and lone pair, already I have mentioned when lone pair electrons are there, you should draw the arrow towards the lone pair. So this is the pattern. So these two are in this direction, other one is in this direction. Okay, due to lone pairs. When you take this one is planar, right? This one is withdrawing electrons. Due to lone pair, you are getting in this one. Here, the net dipole moment is not equal to 0. You remember this. This one is not equal to 0. At last, I will tell how to do this. Okay? Right. Note. Simple way you can find out. The simple and simple way. So, when there is symmetry means there should be central atom, and surrounding the central atom there should be same atoms. Okay? And surrounding atoms are same, then net dipole moment will be 0. Okay? There is presence of central atom. See here, central atom is present, surrounding atoms are same. Okay? Then automatically dipole moment will be equal to 0. Here 0, here 0, here 0. But here is not equal to 0. This is the condition. Central atom, surrounding atoms are same. But here not equal to 0. And the condition is that there should be no lone pair electrons on the central atom. If this is the central atom, you are having lone pairs. So as you are having lone pairs, here not equal to 0. Here you doesn't have any lone pair. Here you doesn't have any lone pair on the central atom. Here also no atom. So for the simple condition is there should be symmetry. No need of symmetry also. You can go directly like this. On the central atom, surrounding atoms should be same, and there should be no lone pair electrons on the central atom. Then automatically the dipole moment will be equal to 0. Suppose if I take the molecule like AB3, examples like BF3, BI3, BBr3, SO3. So what happens? B is present at the center. This is boron BF3. Fluorine are equally distributed. C. Surrounding atoms are same. Okay? Are there any lone pair electrons on the central atom? No. Getting students? No lone pair. So what happens? Dipole moment is 0. Or if you want to calculate among these two, which is highly electron into this one, among these two, fluorine, among these two, fluorine. Okay? What happens? From these two, you will be getting the resultant dipole moment, and this dipole moment will be cancelled. Why? Means if you are good at vectors, you will be getting vector. This one is mu1, this is mu2. If you calculate the resultant, you will be having angle 120. So root of mu1 square plus mu2 square plus 2 mu1 mu2 cos theta. Cos 120 if you write, the net dipole moment will be getting as again mu. So this is also mu. Mu will be cancelled, so the net dipole moment will be equal to 0. So I am here showing in this pattern. So if I take the angle perpendicular like this, it is generally in this pattern. Here it is 60, here it is 30. Okay, this one will become mu cos 30. If I take this, this side is mu, this side is mu, this side is mu. Dipole moment. Dipole moment with this respect to fluorine is mu. This with respect to this fluorine is mu. With respect to this fluorine is mu. Because all are same, right? So if I take the perpendicular and I take the angle here, it becomes 30 degrees. So it becomes mu cos 30. Here, if I take perpendicular here also it becomes mu cos 30. So here it will become mu sin 30, this one mu sin 30. So mu sin 30 of this one, mu sin 30 of for this one, for this, right? Getting this, for this 90 degrees, for this is mu cos 30, for this mu cos 30, this is mu sin 30. For this mu cos 30, this is mu sin 30. So these two combination resultant is this one, these two arrows, okay? So mu sin 30 plus mu sin 30, you will be getting again mu only. Okay, this is mu by 2, mu by 2, mu by 2, mu by 2, mu. See, mu and mu are opposite in directions. So the net dipole moment will be 0. In the same way, sulfur, it is having 6 electrons equally distributed. See, surrounding atoms are the same, equal amount of attractions on the all directions, no lone pair on the central atom, so net dipole moment is 0. If you calculate also, same thing you will be getting. Okay, in simple way we can say that 99% conditions, if there are no lone pair on the central atom and the surrounding atoms are same, then the net dipole moment is equal to 0. So then that molecule will become non-polar molecule, right? Let me go for one more type of molecule like AB4. Okay, AB4 is nothing but CCl4 CH4SO4. Central atom, for this I am taking central atom C. Chlorines are equally distributed. So are there any lone pair electrons on the central atom? No. So surrounding atoms are same. No lone pair on the central atom. So net dipole moment is 0. Same way here also. Okay. For CH4 also same. SiF4 also same. When you go for this one, CH3F, CH2Cl2, CHCl3, CH2F2, you will be getting CH3F this one CH2Cl2. If you take here, is this a non-polar molecule? No, all these are polar molecules because the surrounding atoms are not same. See, here 2 hydrogens, 2 chlorines, 1 hydrogen, 3 chlorines. This one, 2 hydrogens, 2 fluorines. Different. So all these molecules are different. All are polar. But here, if you are having same atom surrounding, no lone pair on the central atom, then it is a non-polar molecule with the dipole moment 0. Suppose if you take PCl5 molecule, PCl5 means in one plane here will be So assume the triangle here like this, triangle on this plane, phosphorus, chlorine, 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 above one chlorine, below one chlorine. Okay. So see, if you take these three chlorines, this chlorine, this chlorine, and this chlorine, these are present on one plane. So this is the structure what we have seen in the BF3. This one will be equal to 0. From these two you will be getting, from these chlorines you will be getting result in this side, from this chlorine you will be getting result in this side, this one will be cancelled. And top one, below one, these two will be cancelled. So what happens? Net dipole moment will be equal to 0. If you go for the molecule like AB6, okay, so square is there like this, a square plane is there, sulfur is present at the center, fluorine, 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 above one, below one. So this fluorine is cancelled by this fluorine is cancelled by this fluorine is cancelled by this fluorine, dipole moment. So the net dipole moment will be equal to 0. So this SF6 is a non-polar molecule. Okay. Right. Predict the below molecules whether they are polar or non-polar. Okay. So this one. What happens? Surrounding atoms are same, but lone pairs are there. So this one is simple, polar. This one lone pair is present, polar. This one polar. Okay. Exceptions, when you see, you can see exceptions even though there are presence of lone pair of electrons, that molecule is what? Non-polar. Okay. Suppose if I take XeF2, we are having two fluorines and three lone pair of electrons. Lone pair of electrons of this one will be cancelled. You will be getting something like resultant. This resultant is cancelled by this one. So here, due to lone pair of electrons, you will be getting zero dipole moment. Due to fluorine, you are getting cancelled. See, surrounding atoms are same. Here, the surrounding atoms are not same. You are having lone pair. But the dipole moment, whatever that has been created by the lone pair, is cancelled by this lone pair. The dipole moment which has been created by these fluorines are cancelled each other. So even though presence of lone pair are present, the net dipole moment is 0. Okay, this is an exception. And going for XeF4 molecule. XeF4 molecule, if you see, xenon like this, it will be present. See, lone pair. These two will be cancelled. This fluorine is cancelled by this fluorine is cancelled by this fluorine. So even though surrounding atoms are same, even though the central atom is having lone pair, it is non-polar molecule because the net dipole moment is 0. Apart from these, if you take other molecules, then if the presence of lone pair are present, that molecule will be polar. Okay, students. This is with respect to this one. And if you go for the calculating, so take the molecule like C double bond C, chlorine, hydrogen. This chlorine is cancelled by this chlorine. Hydrogen, this one is cancelled by this hydrogen. So dipole moment is 0 in this case. This condition, see, you are having same groups on the opposite side. On other carbon. Then that is called as trans condition. You are having on the same side, this chlorine, if it is present on this side, top side. See, carbon, chlorine is on top side, chlorine top side. This chlorine in this way, this chlorine in this way. This carbon this way, in this way, this one. So what happens? Here the net dipole moment will not be equal to 0. These are nothing but cis and trans geometrical isomers. These you will be studying in the organic chemistry. When you compare cis with trans, cis is having more dipole moment compared to trans. But not always. Okay. 99% condition. In the same way what we have talked with the lone pair. Suppose if I take the molecule like this, CH3 coming in this way, CH3 is coming in this way, hydrogen. See what happens? These two are coming in this pattern. These two are going in this pattern. Okay. The resultant dipole moment, what happens, is not equal to 0. In the cis condition, same this one. If trans is there, these two will be cancelled, these two will be cancelled. Okay. This is non-polar. Trans is non-polar, cis is polar. 90% condition, not always, students. Some conditions. See, if I take the molecule like this is exception, what I am going to say. CH3 is present, dipole moment, this one Cl. See, Cl will be withdrawing like this. CH3. Among CH3, the pattern will be like this. So these two are moving in one direction. This is one direction, opposite direction, this is opposite direction. Okay. This is trans condition because hydrogen, one group is present on same atom is present on both the carbons, then that is called as, in the opposite side, then that is called as trans. So mu1 in this condition, mu2 is condition. This is trans condition. These hydrogens are cancelled. These coming in the one pattern. Both are on the same side. If you see in this one, cis condition, you will be getting in this one. This one in this pattern with CH3, this one in this pattern. When you compare these two, all this one in the same direction, these are having the resultant one. So in this, mu trans is greater than mu cis. Dipole moment in this condition. Generally trans will be 0, cis will be more. But 90% conditions, 99% it is accepted. In some conditions, when you are having different, you can predict that. So in that case, mu trans or dipole moment of the trans will be greater than dipole moment of the cis. Okay, students. Right. See here. Benzene ring is present, chlorine, chlorine. Then immediate, it is called as ortho position, meta position, para position. If you take one as the reference, ortho, meta, para. So for chlorine, we'll be getting mu1 like this, mu2. So the angle, what happens? If you take here angle, these two are separated by C. Opposite side is 120, right? If you take here, it is 60, here 120, here it is 180. So this chlorine dipole moment mu, this mu are different by 60 degrees. This chlorine and this chlorine differed by 120. This chlorine and this chlorine are differed by 180 degrees. So net dipole moment already I have mentioned. If you are good at vectors, you will be getting this physics. Mu net dipole moment will be equal to mu1 square plus mu2 square plus 2 mu1 mu2 cos theta. Okay. So students, I have forgot something to write this square root. You write this square root. Okay. So among this, calculate this one by applying this formula. You keep 60 degrees here. Calculate mu1 mu2 will be same mu1 2 mu1 cos theta. Okay, you find out that. So you will be getting A is greater than B is greater than C. If you take the molecules like which of the following is a non-polar? Okay, this is chlorine in the opposite direction, this chlorine opposite direction, this one, these two are like this. See, if you see here, in this condition, non-polar means what? Should be opposite direction. So these two are opposite direction, it will be non-polar. Here, this is polar. So this is not the answer, this is non-polar. So answer will be B. So if you take here, opposite direction, you will be thinking that this is non-polar, but this is not the answer. This one automatically 120 degrees it is making, it will not be equal to non-polar. So this is not the answer. So automatically answer will be this one. But in this case, this one, if you see the structure, we will be saying that opposite directions are then dipole moment should be equal to 0. So the clash will be between these two. Here there will be no dipole moment. This is a polar molecule. This one is polar molecule. Among these two, this is non-polar. This is sure. And this one also we will be thinking that this is non-polar only. Okay. But if you see the structure of the cyclohexane, the structure is not like this. Originally the structure is like this. It is boat form or chair form. Boat form is like this pattern, chair form is like this pattern. Okay. So then what happens? This one is not opposite. See, one chlorine is this side, one chlorine is bottom side. These two are not exactly opposite. So they are making some angle. See, if you take like this, you will be getting some angle. This one is some angle. So this is not a non-polar. This is polar molecule. So polar, non-polar, polar, polar. Okay, answer will be B. In this condition, next question, which of the following is non-polar? Okay, so chlorine are opposite direction, hydrogen. So this is the answer A. If you go for here, chlorine, so this is cis, you will not get the answer, this is polar. And if you go for here, OH, you will be thinking same like this, chlorine. Chlorine is a single atom, right students? This is OH. Oxygen is present, oxygen is linked with hydrogen in this pattern. Okay, see the structure will be like this. Benzene, oxygen to H like this. Here oxygen to H. Oxygen in this pattern, oxygen in this pattern. But from hydrogen, you will be getting like this dipole moment, from this dipole moment. So that the resultant will be like this. Okay. So finally, it will not be equal to 0. This is a polar molecule. So you don't think that this is non-polar. This is not non-polar. This is polar only. If you take here, this one in this direction, this one in this direction. But here it is hydrogen, here it is CH3. These two are not equal. Even though they are in the opposite direction, they are not equal. See, if it is with 5 newtons, if it is with 50 newtons. Both are opposite only. Resultant is 45. This is polar molecule. This is also polar. This is polar. This is non-polar. Okay. Compare the dipole moment of hydrates of fluoride. Fluoride, oxygen, nitrogen. Attach hydrogen for this. HF, H2O, NH3. So when you go for the charges, hydrogens are same. If you go for the charges, F minus is the more charge. So more the electronegativity, more will be the dipole moment. When you compare to the oxygen fluorine is having, when compared to nitrogen, oxygen. Hydros of group 16 from top to bottom. So if you go for the hydrates, oxygen, if you go for the 16th group, oxygen, sulfur, selenium, tellurium, polonium. These are the elements from present top to bottom. Okay. From top to bottom, what happens? Electronegativity decreases. Automatically H2O is greater than, H2S is greater than, H2SE is greater than, H2TA. So charge is dominating when compared to the distance. Right, here charge should be taken into consideration, even though distance is more, charge is taken. Here electronegativity is taken into consideration than the size, okay, or the distance. Okay students, take this is one more question. CH3F, CH3Cl, CH3Br, CH3I. So for fluorine electronegativity value is 4, for chlorine it is 3.5, it goes on decreasing. If you take Q into the consideration, then what happens? This will be the order. If you take D into the consideration, this will be the order. Already I have said, whenever charge as well as distance are coming into the existence, charge is taken into the consideration. But experimentally it was seen, this is the pattern. Okay, generally it should be the CH3F. This is the condition. This should be the condition. But if you have seen experimentally, this one has come into the highest consideration. Why means it has been proved experimentally. This because it is not very bigger when compared to this one. It is not having very less charge. Charge as well as the distance are more dominating in chlorine when compared to the fluorine. So chlorine is somewhat slightly greater than fluorine. It has observed experimentally. If you take fluorine, charge is dominating. If you take iodine, distance is dominating. But if you take chlorine, charge is dominating as well as distance is dominating. And you know that dipole moment is equal to Q into D. Both are dominating. So that obviously chlorine comes more compared to the fluorine. Generally, answer should be distant. Experimentally it was found in this one. Because in this, both the charge as well as the distance are dominating. Okay, students? See, among NH3 and NF3, which has more dipole moment? Dipole moment for N2 lone pair will be in this direction. Hydrogen, hydrogen, hydrogen towards nitrogen. So the resultant will be towards this one. Here if you take fluorine, it will be in this downward direction, downward direction, downward direction, lone pair in the upward direction. So what happens? This one will be having one resultant and the other one will be having resultant. So it will be cancelling. So NH3 will be having more dipole moment compared to the NF3 molecule. Okay, students? Right. And the last formula of this content, to find out the percentage of ionic character, it has been given simply that observed dipole moment by theoretical dipole moment into 100. So ODM by TDM, observed dipole moment by theoretical dipole moment. Observed dipole moment means this is calculated experimentally. You will get only by doing experiment. You can't do by on paper. Theoretical is you will be doing on the paper. Okay, how you will be calculating theoretical dipole moment? You can calculate like this. Theoretical dipole moment is calculated by charge into distance, and you know that a dipole moment is given with charge into distance. Q is measured in ESU and D is in centimeters, or Q in coulombs, D in meters. SI unit is coulomb meter, not cm. This is not centimeter. Here you have taken ESU centimeter. This is coulomb meter. To convert ESU centimeter, the product of ESU centimeter by 10 power minus 18, it is equal to D by. Okay. Whenever you are having the value in terms of ESU centimeter, convert that value into D by. You multiply that product ESU into centimeter by 10 power minus 18. If you do, that value whatever you are getting, that value is in D by. And 1 D by value is equal to 10 power minus 18 ESU centimeter. Okay, 1 D by is equal to 3.33564 into 10 power minus 30 coulomb meter. When you calculate the charge of one electron in terms of coulombs is 1.6 into 10 power minus 19. One electron charge in terms of ESU is 4.8 into 10 power minus 10 ESU. Okay. So take a question, observed dipole moment. He is mentioning ODM. It is 1.03 dB and HCl bond length is 1.27 angstroms. Calculate the percentage of ionic character. You know that percentage of ionic character is nothing but ODM by TDM into 100. ODM is 1.03 dB by TDM into 100. What is TDM value? TDM value should calculate charge into distance. What is charge? Q is nothing but 4.8 into 10 power minus 10 ESU. Already I have mentioned here. Into distance. Distance is 1.27 into 10 power 1 Armstrong is equal to 10 power minus 8 centimeter by 10 power minus 18. If you will be getting the value in terms of dB. So it is 4.8 into 1.275 dB. Take this value and place it here. This is TDM value. So it is 4.8 into 1.275. Whole thing is multiplied by 100. Approximately you will be getting 17%. So this is the percentage of ionic character in the covalent compounds. If you want the percentage of covalent character, so percentage of covalent character will be equal to 100 minus 70, it will be 83%. And you remember 1 Armstrong is equal to 10 power minus 8 centimeters. So you are getting ESU centimeter, you are getting converting this one into dB by multiplying ESU into centimeter by 10 power minus 18. So that you will be getting the value in terms of dB. This is the complete information with respect to dipole moment, students. Have a nice day. Thank you.